Hey guys, welcome back. BDCKR here, and we're back with our weekly recap of all things Injustice. It's the week of August 11th, 2022. Current challenge, Arkham Origins Bane. It's a 1-week repeat. Required characters are Deathstroke, Black Adam, and Sinestro. The cheapest that you can get them in the store are at Bronze, Silver, and Bronze level. His passive is Vengeance. Bane enrages when below 50% health, giving himself and all Arkham teammates 1 bar of power once per match. His attack is 1100 and his health is 1100. Last available October 14th, 2021. So here's the problem. So he's got, middling kind of stats. He's not got a great passive, and that combination is, So it probably wouldn't matter as much if we didn't have better comparisons. But, so here, Bane needs to lose half his health to give himself and Arkham teammates a bar of power. New 52 Wonder Woman gives a bar of power to her Justice League teammates for every 2 bars that she uses. Batgirl gives everyone a bar of power to start, for nothing. Nothing has to happen. Killing Joke Joker, he gets knocked out, but he gives each of his teammates the maximum. They bump themselves up to 3 bars of power. So when you've got a character who doesn't have very high stats, his passive doesn't contribute very much. And I guess if you were going to make the argument is, well, maybe he helps other Arkham teammates that have passives. I think there's just too many good Arkham characters to make me want to play with them. So Arkham Knight Batgirl, way better as a teammate. Arkham Knight Catwoman doesn't benefit from Bane because Bane is an Arkham Knight, so her passive, you just go through the list. Arkham Knight Batman is just better. Arkham Origins Batman is better. Arkham Origins Joker, you could make the argument that maybe you don't want to play damage over time, but you've just got so many people that are, so Arkham Knight is a better basic damage dealer. Arkham Killer Croc, Arkham Harley Quinn, Arkham Knight Harley Quinn, Arkham Origins Deathstroke. I don't know that there's any team that I would pick that I would prefer Arkham Origins Bane over any one of them, whether it's because of his fighting or of his passive. So anyways, listen, he's not an awful character if you don't have the other ones, but he's definitely not the best Arkham character. Not even top 10. Yeah. So we've had 2 complete runs of a 43-week cycle. That's 86 weeks total. First appeared May 2020, and after that we 30 weeks into our 3rd cycle. So 2 complete cycles, 30 weeks into the 3rd one. That's total for 116 weeks in a row of an uninterrupted pattern. And if that pattern holds, next week is going to be Batman Ninja Batman. And I guess we need to remind everybody that's still 23 challenge characters that have remained missing. And the most recently that one of those challenge characters showed up was May 2020. Yeah, that's a long time. This week's multiplayer reward is Sengoku Helmet, which becomes a Batman Ninja Helmet. When it's maxed out, it will give you a 40% max health increase. For every 5% of available power, damage received is reduced by 2.3%. And there's a Batman-specific ability where for every 10% of available power, crit chance is increased by 3%. So that actually maxes out, 30%? That's not bad. And when it's evolved, max 50% chance to resist power drain. So last available, January 6, 2022. We've had 2 complete cycles of a 31 reward sequence. This is the 22nd in a row of the 3rd cycle. In other words, that's 84 weeks in a row of a consistent pattern. And if that pattern holds, next week should be Astral Harness. So it's interesting. It's definitely good tank defensive gear. And there's a decent amount of synergy so that the evolved power, so when it relies on having power and not using it, at least 2 of the abilities, then the fact that you can resist power drain makes it even better. But, you don't want to make it impossible to beat. So you've got to at least, you can't have 100% power drain resistance. So that totally makes sense. Generally, we don't lean on defensive gears too much. And we've used it originally as part of our loadout of the version of the Justice League team that had New 52 Superman. And the beauty of that is with New 52 Wonder Woman giving power, Superman's passive is good enough to make him a real offensive force. So you can use up the gear slots to make him almost invulnerable. And this gear, Batman's helmet, really helps with that. And when you give him all defensive gears to make him invulnerable, except I guess the one thing you can't do is make him invulnerable to damage over time or gear shatters. If you don't face that, then you let the passive generate the offensive potential, and he's basically a one-man wrecking crew. And on that team, on our Justice League team, because he's not the special specialist, there's a better chance that you won't be bringing him right away. You're going to need him for mop-up duty after power has already been spent and generated by Wonder Woman a bunch of times, so that you end up really charging up his passive. I think the main problem for me with this gear, which is why it's no longer part of our Justice League loadout, is that to get the best benefit out of two of the abilities, the reduced damage taken and the crit chance increase for Batman, you can't use your power. I mean, really, what saves it from being bad is that the abilities are really in line with each other. It's not bad. The best use may be potentially with Red Lantern Hal Jordan, where he almost always has 3 bars of power, except right after doing a special, and that's when he's vulnerable. And I guess the related thing is that since he loses health with each special, he's the one guy who you would be hoarding his power anyways, especially when his health is low, because you don't want to knock himself out by losing all your health. In the store, we've got, it's got a long name, Gotham Ninja Bundle Batman Ninja Batman. It's $24.99. It comes with power credits, and it is a corroborating clue to next week's challenge. It doesn't unlock in your store, so this has always been a thing for me, where these early access packs are the worst deals, because if the challenge comes up as expected, you're going to get a copy free and you're going to unlock in the store. Really, if you think for $24.99, what you're doing is getting a 1 week head start on leveling him up and the 100,000 in power credits. The other news in the store, good news, is the Arkham Pack 1 is back for $24.99 Canadian. It was last available, I think, the week of February 3rd. That was its second week. Same price. It was also available for the same price back in July 2021. And if you want to read the information, it says contains 3 powerful random gold cards in the Arkham series. New, just added, Arkham Knight Batman, Arkham Knight Harley Quinn, and the Arkham Knight. What it tells you in the information slot is that there's a 10% chance of getting each of Arkham Knight Batman, Arkham Knight Catwoman, Arkham Knight the Arkham Knight, Arkham Origins Bane, Arkham Origins Batman, Arkham Origins the Joker. That covers 60%, right? 6 guys, 10% each, and 40% gold character. Based on our previous opening of this pack, back when it was not cash, you had a 10% chance of getting Arkham Knight Harley Quinn, 15% chance of Arkham Origins Deathstroke, and a 15% chance of Arkham Harley Quinn. And despite that, they don't actually promise it, but it's a bit of a tease where it's 10% each, and there's 40% gold characters, and you think, well, maybe that's another four different Arkham characters you can get. Nope, just the 3. And so that means a total of 9 possibilities. But what it also means is that unless something has changed, and I don't think it has, what's missing from the pack are still Arkham Killer Croc and Arkham Knight Batgirl. Arkham Knight Batgirl is probably more important because she is probably the single best teammate for an Arkham team. And I guess because it's cash pack now, it's not something that we're willing to test. Back when it was power credits, not such a big deal. So I guess unless somebody's got comes at us with some information about how they were able to pick up either Killer Croc or Arkham Knight Batgirl, we'll just assume that they're still not available. We've got a second week of the character bundle Lantern Elite that we talked about last week. The second Survivor pack is gone after only 1 week, the one that just came around with Batgirl, Arkham Origins Deathstroke, and Containment Doomsday. That was fast. What we still got is the 31st week now of the Survivor pack that has the 2 Scorpions and Bounty Hunter Lobo. We have the character bundle Batman Universe for 36 weeks. And we've got our Most Wanted pack for 43 weeks. The Nth Metal pack's still around. They have been around for 29 weeks now, except for Aquaman, who's been around for an extra 2 weeks, 31 weeks. Lots of celebration, I guess. It's definitely a long one. Survivor has switched over for us. It is now LexCorp gear set until the 24th of August. And Phantom Zone has one more week left. I'm not sure what the holiday is, but there's a double XP for this weekend. Fight 62 still broken. Last weekend's breakthrough was, as expected, Lex Luthor, Batman, and Doomsday. And this coming weekend's for gold is probably going to be Bane, Killer Frost, and Ares. Link in the description to a Reddit thread from Devlin16 that goes over the complete breakthrough cycle. And that's it. Normally, well, not normally. For a while there, we would go over the glitches at the end of this video and have a discussion about it. But because it's been so long since there have been any changes, what we've done is once a month, if nothing changes, we do our little discussion. And if something were to change, we would do another one right away. But nothing's changed. And so last week is the most recent on the August the 4th, where we talk about the glitches and, you know, the finer points and what to watch out for. But, I guess it's worth mentioning, though, that the current challenge reset, the challenge reset method works on the current challenge of Arkham Origins Bane. And that's it for this week. This is where we like to give a big thank you to our patrons on Patreon, and that would be BomboBen, Console Peasant, and Edwoon, supporting us at the top tier Last Word, Sinemac and Mohammed Albshaiti at the Your Message Here tier, Shawn, Farrell, Daniel Simonson, Aaron Maule, Michael DeVries, Brandon C., Irvin Ruiz, Eddydoo, and Hoshi 127 at the credited level, and Chris Wolff, Scarlet, Dani, Awesomegamer 2for1, Pavu RS, Gavin, Mallott, and Isfar E at the gratitude level. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Komoda.